Your IGN ready to start or no? Or we need to wait for... Okay, can we start?
Okay, I think we start because I have any activity. Mr. Mat help me.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's start.
Yang di aula sudah semua ya, standby ya.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be informed that today's event is held with the purpose of this program to build essential computer skills, promote responsible e-waste practices aligned with SDG 12, and strengthens learning through collaboration with Universitas Indo Global Mandiri, Uigm. We hope that all participants will maintain proper etiquette so that the event can run smoothly and bring benefits to everyone present. Participants are kindly reminded to keep their microphones turned off while we wait to begin our program shortly. We hope that all participants will maintain proper etiquette so that the event can run smoothly and bring benefits to everyone present. Participants are kindly reminded to keep their microphone turned off while we wait to begin our program shortly. The Honorable Dr. Mat Helmi bin Abdul Majid, Lecturer, Faculty of Computing and Meta Technology, to serve as lecturer for subject Organization and Computer Architecture, and also as Programs Advisor, Sulam Go Global Palembang Edition, Komas Pro 26, Let's Go Green. The Honorable Dr. Hazati Yustini, Vice Secretary, Universitas Indo Global Mandiri, Uigm. The Honorable Tuan Zaid Omega Mai, Head of Department of Informatics. The Honorable Dr. Muhammad Iqbal, Head of Department of Biology. The Honorable Tuhan Muhammad Yantari, Lecturer, Department of Computer Systems. The Honorable Puan Indah Prativi Putri, Lecturer, Department of Information Systems. The Honorable Dr. Satria Abadi, Lecturer, Faculty of Computing and Meta Technology, also serves as Programs Advisor, Sulam Go Global Palembang Edition, Komas Pro 26, Let's Go Green. Welcome and thank you to our respected lecturers and beloved students for taking the time to attend today's program. We hope that this program will run smoothly and provide meaningful benefits as well as a valuable learning experience for all involved. Esteemed ladies and gentlemen, may the blessing of Allah be upon you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to Sulapgo Global Palembang Edition, Komas Pro 26, Let's Go Green. Alhamdulillah, praise to be Allah for His grace and blessings. We are able to gather together for this event this morning. To seek blessing for our meaningful event today, let us raise our hands and humbly join in the prayer that will be led by student of UPSI, Nur Iman Razin Naim bin Nur Faizal. With utmost respect, the floor is yours.
Al-Fatiha. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين الحمد لله رب العالمين حمدا حامدين حمدا شاكرين حمدا صابرين حمدا يوافي نعمه ويكافئ مزيده يا ربنا لك الحمد كما ينبغي لجلال قدرك وعظيم سلطانك يا الله يا رحمن يا رحيم. We express our gratitude to you for allowing us to attend Global Sulam Go Masco Go Green on this auspicious morning. Ya Allah, we ask you for the safety of our religion and the welfare of our body. O Allah, God of the implementing authority, make the days that we've gone through, starting with your mercy, continue with your blessing and ended with the forgiveness, and also make the days that we've gone through with guidance and end with the victory of excellence. Ya Aziz Ya Jabbar, let our effort as a means to enlighten and convince ourselves that the personal safety of leader, outer or inner, is a prerequisite for achieving happiness and excellence in various fields. O Allah, grant us faith and strength in order to face the challenges of life during the transition period and in the phase of life in this new millennium. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, show us guidance and adjust our path and ways to achieve happiness and growth. Let us listen to people who like the good things, let us avoid doing the bad and evil things. Oh Allah, bless our life in this meeting and gathering and prevent us from harm and unfortunate events. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Amin, amin, ya Rabbal Alamin. This ceremony would like to express our highest appreciation and gratitude to Nur Iman Razin Naim bin Nur Faizal for the recitation of the prayer. To all beloved students of Uigm, I would like you guys to scan the QR code that will be given on the slide for your attendance. I hope you guys give some cooperation with us to scan the attendance QR code. I'm sorry for the technical issues. Students, we will provide the link for your attendance. Now let's proceed. To proceed, this ceremony would now like to invite the Honorable Dr. Mat Helmi bin Abdul Majid as Program Advisor to deliver the welcoming address. With utmost respect, the floor is yours.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and very good morning to everyone. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Danish, for today's event. Okay, I welcome everyone to this event, especially Honorable Dr. Ken Kimi, Vice Rector for Universitas Indo-Global, Mandiri, Uigm, and other Uigm lecturers, and also lecturer from UPSI, and last but not least, of course, the students from both Uigm and also UPSI. You'll be my humble speech today because I really appreciate what we have. The program we have today is one of the for the information of everyone. So this program basically is a compulsory program for the students. So today we have students from Upsi, which have the background of the student is the science computer students, specialization in Internet of Things. So the subject they are taking is the computer architecture and organization. So in this course, they have to make or to handle a program more on CSR, something like CSR, community service, but based on the learning outcome of the course. Okay, so the learning outcome is related to the computer maintenance and also assembly. So that's the learning outcome they have tried to achieve in this program. So I really appreciate the commitment and also the motivation that given by the Uigm, both lecturers and students. So initially we proposed to have a face-to-face, but unfortunately we have some issues we cannot resolve within the given time. So hopefully we are going to have a face-to-face session, basically to initiate the program so that we can proceed with other itinerary in this program. So I hope both students and from Upsi, UPSI, and also from Uigm will be benefited from this short course. Okay, so without further ado, I pass back the session to Mr. Chairman to proceed with the itinerary. Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you to Dr. Mat Helmi bin Abdul Majid for the speech delivered just now. To proceed the ceremony, would now like to invite the Honorable Dr. Hajah Ken Yustini, serves as Vice Rector to Universitas Indo-Global Mandiri Uigm, to deliver the welcoming address. With utmost respect, the floor is yours.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, may the peace, the mercy, and the blessing of Allah be upon you. The Honorable Prof. Madya Dr. Inmaizatul Hayati Muhammad Yatim as a Dean of Faculty Computer and Meta Technology. Good morning, ma'am. The Honorable Dr. Helmi bin Abdul Majid as a Program Advisor. The Honorable Rector, Vice Rector, Dean, and the Lecturer of UIGMs, my beloved Upsi students and UIGM students. On behalf of University UGM, I kindly welcome you to Sulam Global Palembang Edition. It is my honor and pleasure to welcome all participants. Thank you for joining our important event. First, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to Upsi for this collaboration. We are delighted to host this event which brings together students from Upsi and UIGM to learn more about technology, especially computers. This activity involves the 29 from students from Upsi and 37 UIGM students. Is a great opportunity for our students to interact, learn together and share and exchange the knowledge. For this event, we are also honored to be given an opportunity for our lecturers to share their expertise with Upsi students. As a university, UIGM is committed to advancing science and technology, encouraging global collaboration among the researchers and practitioners, and showcasing innovation and creation that positively impact people and the world. I think this event provides clear evidence that UIGM has a strong commitment to contribute positively to development, science, and research for a better future. I hope that this Sulam activity will serve a sort of inspiration and motivation to beautiful campus in the near future. I also like to express my sincere appreciation for organizing a committee have been working hard and preparing for this event to make it a success. I think my opening. And last, we wish you a very productive activity, and I hope you will enjoy this event. Thank you for this collaboration, and I hope this collaboration will be continued in the next future. And I apologize for our rectors because it is another activity. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you to Dr. Hajah Tian Yustini for the speech delivered just now. Honored guests, we will now continue with our knowledge sharing segment, which will introduce a modern and increasingly essential technology in today's digital era, the Internet of Robotic Things, IoRT. With that, let us continue exploring how IoRT is shaping the future of intelligent technology. Ladies and gentlemen, without further delay, the ceremony is pleased to invite the Honorable Tuan Muhammad Dalton to deliver the knowledge sharing session for the topic, the Internet of Robotic Things, IoRT. With utmost respect, the floor is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, today I will give you a lecture about Internet of Robotic Things. Can we start to share the slide, please?
Wait, I will share the screen shortly.
For this, click the enable editing. Click the enable editing.
Alright.
Click the editing first, okay, then make the presentation.
Alright, is it okay?
Do you guys know about something that connected to internet or any devices that you use that connected to the internet? That's part of thing that called Internet of Things. Now, in nowadays, they collaborate with robotics to make human job easier. Okay, let's start our lecture today. Please go to the next slide. Okay, this is the introduction. IoRT, it combines robotics and Internet of Things to create intelligent and interconnected systems. This integration promotes smarter operation across various fields, revolutionizing how we perceive automation and connectivity. Jadi, sorry. So the purpose of this is to make human collaborate with robots. So to make sure that human didn't scared that their job is stolen by the robots. Okay. Next. Okay, this is the agenda of the lecture. The evolution of robotics and IoT, core components of IoRT, how IoRT works compared to traditional systems, key enabling technologies, application in various sectors, challenges and ethical consideration, future trends and opportunities for interaction. Okay, next. Okay, this is the evolution of robotics and IoT. Robotics has evolved from early automations and mechanical devices through multiple technological revolution. Okay, this field has significantly advanced, leading to more sophisticated and autonomous machines capable of performing complex tasks. And the Internet of Things emerged from the necessity for enhanced connectivity, starting with simple devices. It has grown to include a wide array of applications, enabling seamless communication and data exchange between objects and systems. So, the convergence of robotic and IoT has resulted in the creation of the Internet of Robotic Things. This integration enhances automation and data processing capabilities, paving the way for more intelligent and interconnected systems. Next. Okay, this is the core component. The first is sensors, second connected devices, third robots, fourth cloud computing, fifth data analytics. Next. Okay, this is how the operational framework do. So first, connectivity. Devices and robots connect through secure network. Second, data flow. Continuous transmission of data is monitored and processed. Decision making. Real-time data analysis allows system to operate autonomously, adapting to changes in the environment. Next. Okay, this is the picture of IoRT and traditional IoT and robotics. Traditional IoT is only robot that connected to internet, but IoRT, they have integration, data utilization, continuation. After that, data all collected, they connect to robots. Okay, next. Okay, this is the key technologies driving IoRT. First, artificial intelligence or AI enhances decision-making capabilities. 5G connectivity allows for faster and more reliable communication. Third, edge computing, process data closer to the source, reducing latency. And fourth, machine learning enables system to learn from data and improve performance over time. Next. Okay, this is real-time decision making in IoRT. You can see that for the example drones, they adapting flight paths based on real-time weather data. Okay, application of IoT in smart homes is robotic vacuum cleaners, smart assistant, and security system. Next. Okay, this is for Industry 4.0. They use autonomous robot and inventory management. Next. Okay. This is IoRT in healthcare. They're using robotic surgical assistance, patient monitoring system, and rehabilitation robotics. Next. This is IoRT and autonomous vehicle, enhancing vehicle safety and improving traffic management system using real-time data for efficient routing. Next. This is IoRT in agriculture or smart farming. We use for precision farming and automated harvesting. Next. Okay, this is military and defense application of IoRT. They use reconnaissance robot, search and rescue missions robot, and combat support. Okay, this is for environmental monitoring with IoRT. It's almost the same like military and defense. So they use for monitor environmental changes and support disaster response. Next. Okay. This is the success story in IoT implementation. Amazon using robotics, they use to make their operational warehouse automation and data use data analytics too. Robot Cup is a global competition for promoting robotic soccer, showcasing advancement in teamwork and strategy. Next. Okay. This is ethical and privacy concern in IoT. We scared that our data have a really big risk for a leakage, and the ethical use of robot is sensitive for the environment. Next. This is the cyber security challenges in IoT. Potential cyber threat, increased connectivity introduces vulnerabilities, robust security measures, employing encryption and security protocols to protect data integrity. Okay, cost and infrastructure barriers. They have like high initial investment costs for IoT systems and need for updated infrastructure to support advanced technologies including 5G and edge computing. This is the role of education in IoT development. We preparing students in robotic, IoT, and AI is essential for advancing IoT. Educational programs should focus on practical experiences and interdisciplinary approaches. Next. Okay, this is interactivity, identifying IoT around us. Okay, do you guys know any IoT in your life, daily life? Like smart home devices, industrial robots, or healthcare technologies. You guys know? For healthcare technologies, I already give you an example that surgical robots that we use to give surgery for patient. I hope that robot can help you guys see that any doctor who don't have any skills for surgery will make a great precision of surgery. Because if you a little bit late or not precision for the surgery, the scar will be there for a long time. And the patient health is not in a great condition. It will be in the bad condition if they late. So that's why we need to use surgical robot to make sure that the doctor who the lead of the surgeon will make sure that the operation is great, not good, because good is not enough. Okay, so you guys don't want to try to answer? Or do you guys have any idea beside of my example? Okay, if you guys...
Excuse. Sorry. So as you asked for an example, right? Is it like the Amazon robot works in the logistics? Can we use it for the IoT example?
Yeah, sure. You can use it like Amazon do. It's like cobots, where the robots collaborate with humans. So, you know AGV, automated guided vehicle. There's a robot that supports some people in the warehouse. Maybe they just bring some components like IC sensors. So in the the robot will follow in the lines and will give you the support for some kind of components. It depends on the house.
Thank you so much.
Okay, no worries.
Thank you, Mr. Bob, for your speech. Basically, this one is a good topic because the students here, they are from computer science, specialization in Internet of Things. So at least this topic will be given them some broad overview of Internet of Things. So maybe they are not really, because they are the first semester, first year. So hopefully this topic will be given them some new knowledge regarding the IoT. So basically it's not about basic IoT, but now IoT has been diversified into many areas, including the IoT. So I think this one is very good topic for the student. Okay. Thank you very much, Sir.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mathawi. Okay, I will end my session and continue with the next lecture. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you to Tuan Muhammad Galteri for the insightful and valuable sharing session that has been broadened our understanding of the development and immense potential of the Internet robotic things. May this sharing inspire all of us to further explore and appreciate intelligent technologies. We will now proceed with the next agenda. We now move on to sub-slot 2 of today's program. For this session, we will be listening to a knowledge sharing presentation titled Optimizing Deep Learning for Early Detection of Diabetic Retinopathy in Primary Healthcare. To begin this session, The ceremony is honored to invite the Honorable Tuan Zaid Romegamai, a graduate of both Universitas Ahmad Dahlan and Universitas Gajah Mada, Indonesia, to deliver his presentation. With utmost respect, the floor is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much for coming today. I would like to sharing about the diabetic retinopathy in healthcare, but in this case, a patient have the course in informatic engineering, faculty of the computer and network science. In the Global Mandiri have the obligation course with the course code OWP 510ION4. The name of the course is Algorithm and Programming, and have the sustainability of the course is machine learning and deep learning for the curriculum in 2024. Optimizing deep learning for early detection of diabetic retinopathy is primary healthcare, and I got for this case. I just want to introduce of the main case in this topic because I have a little time, about 10 or 15 minutes, so I will continue with. This is my profile. I am from the Ahmad Dahlan and Gajah Mada University. If you would like to or interesting get the topic, the same topic, make the research with the diabetic retinopathy using one of the architecture inside of the algorithm or convolutional neural network in VGGI or various of the architecture, maybe you can contact us with the collaboration in the topic in healthcare using the AI. This agenda for the overview, background of the study, that I would like to give the information about the case of the study, why I get the topic to sharing in this session, and the problem statement. I designed for the framework and have the research stage, methodology, implementation, and the last one is in the last stage, questionnaire. I hope all of the participants feel it to read of the questionnaire and give their feedback about the topic. Why CNN work for retinal image? CNN or convolutional neural network. Why I use this to my case? Because CNN automatically learn visualization in the such as blind facial or micronism. And this is for the convolutional neural network image I get from the diabetic retinopathy classification using CNN and hybrid deep convolutional neural network symmetry with the published in 2022. In the first stage, have the input here. In input, we can seeking of the data. If you like to try in your home, maybe you can get the data from the secondary data or the primary data. If you would like to make the exploration with your thesis or research topic in bachelor or master, maybe in PhD, also you can try to get the data with the primary or you can try with the secondary data. And here in the next step, here I have the image processing. In the image processing, get from the digital camera, digital image with the extraction of data, and inside of the beside of the image processing have the augmentation with the flip of horizontal, vertical, and augmentation. And in the next step also have the pooling layer, and we can have the classification of the diabetic retinopathy, because in diabetic retinopathy have the class of the stage with the classification of the DR or diabetic retinopathy. And here in last slide I gave the information about the course in informatics department, have the application course with OWP-TIOM4, the name of the course called in algorithm and programming. And inside of sustainable of the course in artificial intelligence and deep down of the artificial intelligence, have the machine learning and deep learning. Inside of deep learning also have the algorithm. And in this case, I just sharing about convolution neural network hours. And background of the study, if we look in this slide, have the normal retina and diabetic retinopathy. According to IDF, International Diabetic Federation, or IDF, over the 537 million adults are currently living with diabetes globally, and this number is projected to rise to 6.45 million by 2030 in IDF 2021. In ASEAN countries, fees limited to ophthalmologists and screening access, making AI-based screening essential. So if all of you here have the interesting and make the collaboration, maybe can join with us and make the collaboration in the same topic. Maybe. And the problem statement here have the 4 stages, stage 1 until the last stage. In the shortly, high accuracy in the lab does not guarantee success in the real clinic. If we have do our work, if we do it in our lab or with our research topic, and that guarantees that same with the real world or the real clinic, how to solve of this problem. We can more testing and training with the more various of data, with a data set with the primary data or with another secondary. And here is the design of the framework diabetic retinopathy identification. I split data to be to splitting data set and data training and testing data, and each of the splitting data with the presentation split data, and have each of them have the stage or process training and testing, image convolution where the training and testing also have the stage there in preprocessing, testing, and identification and model evaluation. And after we splitting data, and we can make the classification where the disease of the eye or diabetic. This is the simple design with the research stage. If you want to follow, join on no problem with my design of the research stage. In case in retinopathy, diabetic retinopathy, the first one we should be visiting of the hospital eye specialist, and we can get the FGD discussed with the hospital, and formulating of diabetic retinopathy with the we can know the characteristic of the diabetic retinopathy. We get the data with those photographs with the camera photos to get the high performance image image to get the diabetic disease. And then we collecting in our data set folder, and we divided the folder here in the next step there, dataset segmentation, where the normalization data augmentation with the severity of level, and make the labeling in our folder dataset. And then in the next step, identification, we can use the identification architecture inside of this and or NLP. For in this case, I use the 6 of architecture inside of the CNN, VGJ, mobile ResNet, DenseNet, and LastNet mobile. Analyze for the result, and with the integration with the hospital, result and reporting. This is the research process, research stage in diabetic retinopathy or DR framework. I get this one reference from my research from Uigm with the article published in the last month, where the 8 stage of the methodology from the first until the last, and the last one have the classification report and the splitting data ratio between all from the stage image dataset until the classification, have the process and how to the collecting data and make the confusion matrix with the implementation of the optimizer. I choose popular optimizer here, SGD, gradient descent, and Adam optimizer, and I choose 2 optimizer from the another popular of the another optimizer, and I make the comparison result here, what the accuracy from the architecture. In this one implementation process, I just saw up VGJ 19. I use the transfer learning optimizer with SGD and Adam optimizer, and I get the data from the folder and access of the folder here. And this is a detail of layer architecture in VGJ, and in real deployment like web model are often prefer of a complex one. Accuracy not equal clinic usability, trade-off between accuracy and efficiency, importance of sensitivity in the screening. In this process, I make the resize of the image capture to 224 times 224, and this is the architecture in CNN, VGJ 16 and 19, LastNet mobile, DenseNet mobile net, and LastNet mobile. And I use the optimizer, just the optimizer, and have the prediction, and we can after the prediction have the output. Which one of the architecture have the high accuracy? We can see in that slide on the graphic. In the vertical line have the percentage, and the horizontal is the disease of ADR level in diabetic retinopathy. Okay, I think that's it for the session. I hope you fill out the questionnaire and fill it, and we can analyze with the data. Thank you, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Doctor,
Yeah.
may I ask one question? So, because this is regarding the implementation of AI in healthcare. So, in your opinion, what are the challenges of implementing AI in healthcare? Because we know AI is expanding very fast, and how basically we are going to work into something new or novelty regarding the implementation of AI?
I get it's the topic of the diabetic retinopathy because I just researched what ASEAN of the country, and from the data here I get the IDF data. International Diabetic Federation have more than will be projected to rise to 6 and 43 billion. So I have the interest to make the little contribution and try to join with the analysis with the algorithm and with the simple case. I try with hospital to visiting the hospital to get data and try to make analyze it and try to make the conclude with the stage of the research methodology or the stage design. For the AI, why I use for CNN, not another? Many of the algorithm we can choose and make decision why we why we choose of the algorithm. So we have the reason because with my experience, because I from 3 years later I using this CNN, and in my mind CNN is make me easier to analyze of data for the example data with the healthcare in diabetic retinopathy. I have the conclude CNN is the help me to visualization pattern in blood, in vessel and mechanism of the blood in the diabetic retinopathy or eyes disease. Thank you.
Doctor, I have a question. Doctor, I have a question. On the first steps in the problem statement slide, there are 4 stages of diabetic retinopathy. Which of these 4 stages is the most difficult for the framework to identify correctly?
What is the framework to identify of the diabetic retinopathy?
The most difficult to identify correctly.
Yeah, for what the framework to identify of diabetic retinopathy. In this implementation process, I just give the simulation, not more. But here, have the transfer learning or SGD or Adam optimizer. Also, I use this one to make the convolution or make layer, make the training and testing data, and make the splitting data with the 80% with that data training and testing with the 20% testing. And after this find good for the data can understand can understand what labeling of the image. So will be after that will be compute or make the computation algorithm will make the computation inside of the algorithm with the architecture, various of the architecture. In this slide, I just share with the VGJ 619. Also have will appear in our screen of the output of the process. So have the classification in the VGJ with the architecture inside of the CNN using the VGJ 19. So this make the classification after VGJ finished, and I use another architecture for the ResNet, mobile, and another. So I make the conclude after running process is complete. So I conclude and make the compare with another architecture. So have the result. The result is with the graphic here. The result with the graphic here with percentage in horizontal and vertical line. Vertical is percentage and horizontal is severe of diabetic retinopathy.
Thank you.
Hello, sir. Good morning. I have a question. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So my question are, on the workflow, according to the methodology slide, there are 8 steps in the process. Is there one specific step that is more important than the others for achieving high accuracy?
Workflow. That workflow. I mean the slide. Yeah. Uh, for the workflow in the framework, high accuracy. For the high accuracy, so we need training data. We need more the training data, and we choose with the iteration how more we make the iteration, and we can choose the high performance. For the example, we can put it to, from the 10 until 100 iteration maybe, and we can choose which one iteration is good performance. So we can conclude and we can get it for all of the architecture, and we make the conclude. I think this is by way to get the high accuracy in diabetic retinopathy detection.
Alright, so thank you for that answer.
Thank you. Okay, thank you very much for your attention. I hope you fill that questionnaire, and I say with the last word, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you to all attendees for your active participation in this Subslot 2 session. We hope that this insight share have provided valuable knowledge and inspiration to further strengthen practices and research in the fields of healthcare and technology. With that, we will now proceed to the next agenda. Honored guests, we will now proceed with our next knowledge sharing segment, which will explore an innovative and sustainable approach to waste management, the use of lava as agents for organic waste decomposition. Ladies and gentlemen, without further delay, this ceremony is honored to invite the Honorable Dr. Muhammad Iqbal to present their knowledge sharing session entitled The Use of Lava as Sustainable Method for Organic Waste Disposal. With utmost respect, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, sir. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Would anyone have to upgrade my presentation? It's okay. Okay, thank you. So I'll talk about managing organic waste on campus. Lesson learned from the MEGA initiative at our universitas in the Global Mandiri. Okay, I substitute my college here, so I pemain pengganti ya. Okay, next. Our university, Uigm, has initiated an organic waste management approach using MEGA. MEGA is a lalat, yeah? Lalat, but not from our country. This is from American continent. Donald Trump country. Do you know Donald Trump? Yeah, very famous now, yeah? So, we initiate and integrate this lava, ulat, to apply to biology and circular economic principle here, and to transforming organic waste into valuable resources, so while reducing environmental burdens. Okay? Next. This is the fly, the lalats, yeah. So in the bottom you can see the larva or ulat. So we manage this larva in our organic waste management. Okay. Why make a technology for campus waste? At this time, this make it is very famous. Because organic waste constitutes the largest population on campus. You know that every day we feed on the canteen, so many waste, yeah, many sampah, rubbish here. So we need to convert the waste to the processing because it's we need the rapid decomposition for organic waste and minimal odor or bau smells. So low maintenance, we just use maggots, and then high adaptability for small in the small scale and or medium scale. And this approach aligns with Uigm commitment to sustainable campus development and our environmental responsibility. Okay, next. How the maggot system operates at Uigm? The implementation at Uigm or campus involves the collection and sorting of organic waste. Yeah? So we sort the sampah, the rubbish, and then we give the rubbish to the fly, the maggot, larva, and after that we cultivated the control units. The process is a proper waste segregation of the source, and second, the good feeding and monitoring of larva growth, and also student and staff, including our lecturers, involvement in the year operation. Okay. This is you can see that maybe orange here, and also Indomie. Yeah, banyak yang makan ya. And the larva, then rice, like this. Yeah, and also cucumber. Yeah, this we spread the organic material, so we give to the larva of maggots. Okay. Next. This year, our university tried to initiate to our local department in the Banyuasin, but yeah, we try to share to the other department here. You can see. Okay, and next. Environmental and educational benefits. Yes, in the previous slide, we try to like awareness to other, not only in our campus. So the maggot system has demonstrated multiple benefits. First, significant reduction in organic waste pollution sent to landfills or tempat pembuangan akhir sampah, and also production of maggots protein-rich feeds for fish and poultry. Yeah? So the larva of maggot we can give to the fish. Yeah? For the example like for lele, yeah? Ternak lele, catfish, yeah? Catfish and also poultry. For the chicken, yeah? For the ayam, yeah? So you can give our ayam with these maggots. Yeah? And also residual first utilized as an organic fertilizer. Jelas, yeah? It's clean. Compost as a pupuk, yeah? Fertilizer. And from this academic perspective, the program supports student learning, activity, and community engagement. So this is our flight here in our campus. Next. Yeah, this is the lecturer segregate or spread the organic material. Like everyday working. Okay. Challenge, lesson, and future developments. Yeah. Towards a sustainable and scalable model, key challenge is include maintaining consistent waste quality. Why we should maintain? Because not everyone like to connect with the waste or sampah, because of odor, smell, bau, segala macam, yeah, and everything. Yeah, this is a problem. Just a biology man like this. It might be a computer too. Yeah, the next. And we need a long-term operational continuity because yeah, this consistency is important. Lessons learned highlight the importance of awareness and participation from the campus community. We need more awareness, need more people here, and integration between academic activity and operational management. We should convince the management that our work is important, although it's like just a play. Play with the larva, with the fly, but it's important. So the future plan includes scaling up maggot production, turning basic innovation, and focusing our campus as a model campus for organic waste management using biological solution for our department here. Next. Yeah, thank you. But before the close, in the Holy Quran, there is a surah about create the insects. Maybe we have here about this surah. Inna Allah la yastahi أَيَضْرِبَ مَثَلًا مَا بَعُوضَةً فَمَا فَوْقَهَا. So Allah didn't decide to create as insect, like mosquito in the ayah. But here we apply a bugs, fly or maggots or lalat. So this is a very unique character here. And thank you. This is our teams. All of them are ladies except me. Thank you. Just visit here. Do not question. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you to the Honorable Dr. Muhammad Iqbal for the highly insightful presentation, which has broadened our understanding of innovative approaches in organic waste management. We hope that this sharing session inspires all of us to adopt more eco-friendly and sustainable methods of waste disposal in the future. With that, we will now proceed to our next agenda. Honored guests, we will now proceed with our next knowledge sharing segment. Which introduces an important and forward-thinking topic, artificial intelligence in education. Ladies and gentlemen, without further delay, the ceremony is pleased to invite the Honorable Puan Indah Prativi Putri to deliver the knowledge sharing session on this topic. With utmost respect, the floor is yours.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, thank you to Mr. Iman Dennis as the chairman in this Google Meet session. So here, I would like to thank to all of you guys who already attend to this course. Okay, we already learned some very technical topics about computer science, but now here, I want to share with you guys, not about my research, not about very specific technical topics, but more to the ethical and how human and computers and of course AI interact together in this era. Okay. Today, I would like to talk about AI that transform our life and education. Here, the first one is the introduction, of course. As we already know that the computer era is start from the ARPANET and it still grow until now. And then for a certain time period, we already know that during 1980s, IBM was introduced the IBM PC. The model is, to be specific, the model is 5150. It was a very small computer. It's not too big like they use the whole room as a computer. But the IBM already introduced a PC-like machine. And then that era, the personal computer need some man-made that already understand how to operate it. It means that the person need to be trained first before they start to use it. And then it grows into 1982, where the PC it becomes smaller. Here in this era, we go to the 1984 to be exact. There was able release the first Macintosh. It's quite portable, but it has a very small LCD. They don't use LCD, but they use an old type of screen. That era, it's already we already learned how to adapt to the computer, because in that era, computer already tried to adapt to human. It's no longer human need to adapt to machine. Okay, start from that day, the human already interact with icons, buttons, and some simpler instructions. But now it grows into today's era, where we already familiar with personal computer, laptops, smartphones, AI, and etc. Okay, let us see to the transition from HAI into HAII, but some of us call it as HCAI, Human-Centered AI. Okay, it starts from the pre-World War II, where we use the ARPANET, and then it goes to the post-World War II, which is we, as the human, need to be trained, need to understand some codes, need to understand some skills, need to expert into some logical thinking to be able to use the computer. And now we already we move to the HEI era, where we already start to use our personal computer, whether it's a black screen, and then it moves to the a bit modern computer. It already has colors, it already has buttons, and then the first websites already there, and then for the next stage, we move to the AI era. We already know that all of us are already familiar with ChatGPTs, Google AI Studios, Blackbox AI, and etc. Here, AI is the function of AI is not to replace the human. Just like the knife, AI can be sharpened our mind and can be destroy our mind. It just depends on how we use it. Alright. Okay, artificial intelligence in education. This is what the core topic is. Okay. As we know that computer is need the human to operate it. They cannot do any cognition like AI does. Okay? Because of what? AI has so many algorithms inside it. They can do reasoning, they can learn our patterns, and then for the computer, they require human to activate it, or they require humans to start to operate some task. But AI, they can perform tasks independently. For example, we can simply ask AI to modify our photo into passport photo, or maybe we can ask AI to modify our photo into some videos. And then we next to the adaptability, where the computer cannot handle the unexpected things, but AI can adapt to new environment. For example, the AI robot. The AI robot can think, where's the table? What are on the top of the table? And then how the AI robot not to be crash the table. They already have the algorithm in it. Even though if you know the IMO robot, or the simple thing is the vacuum, the sweeping robot, they can understand where's our table, and then they don't go crash into it, and then where's our feet, and where's our pad, lay down on the floor, and then they won't crash our path. So, the outcome of the computer is very predictable, or we call it as deterministic. And then for the AI, they can think, they can do some reasoning, and then provide the non-deterministic outcomes. Okay, for the past, we already faced the HCI era, where we need we need to do, for example, turn on the computer and then give some tasks to the computer, and then press button to print, and etc. But for the future, AI will be used in our daily life. Of course, AI will go into the education section. But AI, for my opinion, AI won't replace the teachers or the lecturers, because of what there are a lot of things that AI can't do. Okay, here, benefits of using AI in education. Of course, AI can save our time, AI can help us to prepare our teaching materials, and then help us to do some streamlines of planning, but AI cannot monitor the student. whether he is pay attention to the teacher, whether he is annoyed, or whether they are sad, or maybe they face some bullying. Okay, for the benefits, also AI can support the personalized learning at scales. That's the powerful of AI. We can learn by ourselves, browse so many knowledge in the internet, and then elaborate, and then go deep down into some topics without need to go to the library, or maybe we don't need to do certain research. But if we give some wrong sources, for example, we give the wrong website, or we don't give any specific journals or topics, AI can provide wrong information to us. And then AI also, as a lecturer and teacher, we can use AI to create some question banks, rubrics, and to assist with poster formative feedbacks. Okay, nowadays, if we use AI as our leader, it's totally wrong. We need to collaborate with AI. Why? Because with collaborating with AI, we can emphasize the role of AI as a tool, not as a leader for teaching and learning. We have to maintain the balance of AI, automation, and importance of human interaction. And then AI can help us to promote the more critical thinking and effectiveness, of course. And then AI will widen the educational disparities. But we need to be concerned about the ethical consideration. For these things, we have to ensure data collected is right and used responsibly. And then we have to be aware of some bias embedded in AI algorithm. For example, here, I prompt the ChatGPT and then I ask them, please explain about NLP. And then they give some explanation about the NLP. But the explanation given from AI somehow gone wrong. It's not correct. Because of what? They just go through their repositories, their libraries, they learn word matchings, and then they learn weightings, but they don't browse the real or the correct journals, they don't read the correct books. So that's why we have to be aware about the bias. And then we have to regularly monitor for the bias and take corrective action. For example, the corrective action is we can reprompt to the AI and then ask, hey AI, this output is wrong. Please browse and go through the internet, find about blah 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 blah. So we always can do some corrective action. And then we have to promote transparency and the development of AI in education. Because of what? As a lecturer, I know that some of my students will use AI to cheat, especially on some quizzes and mid-test or even in final tests. So if they are aware about the ethical consideration, they won't use it to cheat. They will use it correctly to broaden their knowledge. So educators and students should understand the reasoning behind the AI and generate some recommendation and also know the ethics of using it. Okay, this is, I have a video about real life example of using AI. This video is happened in an elementary school in China. Okay, let me play it first. Could you please wait for a second, please? See? In that video, elementary students are wearing the headbands. The headband is AI embedded system inside it. If you see the headband, they have the lights on top of the headband. If they blend, it means that the headbands or the users is not inactive. And then some payments in China already use AI for face detector, so you don't need to bring your phone, or you don't need to bring your ATM card to pay. You just need to bring your face. Of course, you will bring your face every day in your life, right? So they can pay with your face. Okay, that machine is the AI tools, and then this camera is AI tools. They monitor the face, the cheatings. Okay, I think I need this in the classroom. You can monitor students who's cheat, and then okay. This is for the elementary school in China. There are some robots who grade them. And then the CCTV can monitor the teacher. Oh, that's quite creepy. Maybe for those who understand Chinese, you can already understand this video. Yeah. Can you see the headbands? All students required to wear that headbands. If the light turns green, it means the students are in a deep focus. And then the headband will send the data directly to the teacher's laptop. So the teachers can able to know which students is focused, which students are distracted, and which students totally not pay attention to them. And of course, all the reports will be sent to the parents. I think I really need this. Okay. For the red light, it indicates that student is not paying attention or distracted. Okay, the headband use the EEG inside the headbands, so it's very amazing, because usually EEG used for the medical checkup, not to detect the focus in the student's brain. Because EEG can cause itchiness and can cause some dizziness if you wear it too long. But here in China, they invent a headband that won't react. The EEG won't give some itchiness. The EEG won't give some dizziness. But of course, it's quite a little bit heavy on the head. So that tools can increase the students' grades, because the teacher can understand or can detect which student pay attention or not, and then parents can get the report for their children's progress, not only the result but the paying attention and the progress in the classroom. It's quite creepy, but it helps. And if you go through this comment, some students say that yes, our grades are increased because our parents angry to us at home because we are not paying attention in the classroom. That's reporting. Okay, the video is done. Thank you. Okay, right, for the conclusion. So, AI in education has a very great potential for improving the learning outcomes. And also, it requires us to be careful for the consideration. Because it can give us bias, and we need some transparency on it. Today, if we don't collaborate with AI, we won't catch up with some countries like China, Germany, Japan, or something like that. And then addressing this ethical consideration, we can create some positive and equitable learning environment. Okay, thank you for my presentation. If you have some questions, maybe you can directly ask to me. Is there any questions?
Doctors, permission. I want to ask one thing. How should human prepare for future AI Philip one.
Sorry, I cannot hear clearly because your voice is quite double up here. Could you please repeat it again? Hello? Could you please repeat your question? Is it Muhammad Arif? Because your sound is quite double up here. You got some echoes in here.
I want to ask and question, how should human prepare for future AI development?
Okay, if I'm not mistaken, you are asking about future AI development, right? Okay, future AI development. Okay, future AI development. In my opinion, it will go to entire lives. For example, currently AI already grows in education and then go to the art sectors and industrial sectors as a sector, and they include some machine learnings. But if we don't use AI for the future, for example, people can do 100 tasks in a day. But if we don't use AI, we just can finish about 10 tasks. So AI will increase our productivity. So for the future, AI can, okay, my research in AI is, I am researching about how AI can detect human crossing or vehicles sudden crossing in a street. So I will implement AI as a collision detection in a personal vehicle. So because of what, I did some research on it because it's like 94% of the traffic accident caused by humans. So we need AI to help us as the alarm, or to make us more aware about something happened suddenly in the street. AI, to be frankly, I will go into all sectors in our life for the future.
Thank you for answering, Doctor.
Okay, you're welcome. Is there any other question?
Okay, I have one question. So you as a lecturer, that's like me. So basically, how do you adapt AI in teaching and learning?
Alright,
we have a lot of tools you can access. So basically, how you overcome this?
Okay, how I adapt AI to my teaching and learning in the classroom is, of course, I think for first I would like to inform you that I teach programming, advanced programming in the classroom, and then I allow my students to use AI to fix their codes. To learn more deeper about the programming languages, for example, the connection into the database, and then to split some codes, and then many things. But I want to encourage my students to use AI during exam. Even though I did the exam in the computer, praktek lah macam tu. And then I will allow my students to code some programs, not start from the scratch. So I will allow AI to help them to give some basic codes. Because of what? I already tried ChatGPTs, Google Ads videos, and any other tools like Blackbox. AI are not able to give us the full codes to make a full software. So AI only able to give the base or the basis codes that we have to enhance it personally. What? Pardon?
Thank you for your
Oh, okay, you're welcome. Okay, do we have any other question, please? All right.
So beforehand, I want to ask, how can higher education institution prepare their students to engage critically with AI rather than depend on it? Thank you so much.
What? Can you repeat it again?
How can higher education institution prepare their students to critically engage with AI rather than depend on it, especially for Uigm? How is there any method or also that you can make it for students to critically engage with AI rather than depend on them?
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you for the questions. Okay, the first thing, how to engage students to use AI more critically and maybe more wisely in the classroom. Okay, the first thing is start from the teacher and the lecturer. We have to inform our students how to use AI correctly, and then we have to inform them the ethical things, what we can do, what don'ts, what we allow to browse or to use it or to prompt, and when we are not allowed to use it. And then the second is, as a lecturer, we already use the AI detector for your assignments, for your quizzes, and for your tests. So we can we already detect your work, but we are keep quiet for that. And then, yeah, I think that's it. Because if we build some awareness about the ethical things, so the use of AI will be better in the classroom. Okay, I think we have another student that want to ask. I think I saw her. Yeah, please come to the front. Yeah, please come to the front in front of the camera.
Thank you so much, Ibu, for the very inspiring material. And my question to you is, because you mentioned that AI have a potential to have a biased information that when give us a response. So my question to you is, what do you think the solution to cope a biased response from AI? Because we will have a collaborate with AI in our life and education. That's my question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the questions. Alright, how to cope with the biased information from AI? The first thing is, before you prompt, you have to be sure you already give the correct source. For example, in ChatGPT, in Notebook LM, and to Google AI Studio or any other things, AI tools. The first thing that I encourage you is to upload an authorized source, or maybe some authorized source, for example, journals, books, not just go directly, trust the AI for the results. Okay, the first thing, that one. And then the second thing is, please improve your prompting skills. Because of what? I found most of my students, the percentage may be around 80% of my students directly ask the questions that I gave to them during the quiz or during the homework. They directly copy-paste it from my question into AI. Of course, AI will give you the output, but there are some bias on it. Because of what? You just ask for the answer. You don't give some resources. We as a lecturer and we as the teachers can detect which one is your sentences and which one is AI. Because of what? Our man-made answer will be specific. And man-made answer usually according to what I already explained in the classroom. But AI answer is more general. So, to cope with it is, first you have to upload the correct sources and then improve your skills. And then if AI give a wrong answer, or maybe not wrong, not quite wrong, but it's not quite right, it's not directly answer the point, you have to reprompt it. Okay. Alright, do we have any questions? From Uigm or from the Upsi?
Hello, doctor.
Hello.
Hello, I'm having a question. So, the methodology emphasizes human AI collaboration and human-centered design. In this framework, are there specific parts of the teaching process that should remain strictly human to ensure that the essence of the education is not lost to automation? This is my question.
Okay. Some models or some frameworks that how to use AI into education that not lost the humans, right? Not lost the human aspect. Yeah, lost the human aspect in the education. So, of course, AI won't change the teacher and the students because of what? Because AI only can detect and they react from the result gathered from the detection. But as a lecturer, we can directly do some reasoning in our brain. It goes within a second. What's wrong with our students? What they do? We see it directly, so we can give the response directly. Where AI, of course, they give it in a real time, but it has like a 2-3 seconds delay. Yeah, not like us, human. Because we see it directly with our eyes, and we can react directly. And then, in education, yeah, some schools in Europe already start to implement AI to replace the teacher. For example, have you ever seen in the YouTube, there is a school in Europe do some scientific project without the lab. They create some combustion. Of course, we know that we already know that if we create some combustion, it will produce some fire, even though it's small fire or big fire, right? But there's no teacher over there. It's quite dangerous because of what? Students would not be aware about the effect from the combustion itself. So that's what I mean, that we still need the teachers here, even though we already collaborate with AI. AI, yes, can broaden our knowledge. We can prompt, we can browse through the internet, we can just go give some journals, maybe 100 journals for AI, and then AI go summarize this 100 journals for immediately. But to understand it, we need to learn. If we don't know, if we don't understand, we have to go back to our teacher and ask directly to avoid the misperception. Okay. Am I answering your question?
Yes, doctor, I got the answer. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay.
Okay. Is it enough or anything? Okay. I think it's enough for discussion session. Okay, I will give this session back into the chairman. Thank you.
Thank you to Puan Indah Pratwi Putri for the insightful overview on the role of artificial intelligence in education. May this session inspire all of us to explore AI responsibly and make full use of its potential in shaping future learning. At this point, we have come to the end of the speech session. On behalf of the organizer, we would like to express our sincere appreciation and heartfelt thanks to all the speakers for their insightful sharing, valuable knowledge, and meaningful contribution throughout the session. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now proceed with the next segment of the program, which is the Sulam activity session involving students from UPSI and Uigm. We kindly invite all participants to remain attentive and participate actively as the session begins. Thank you. Honored guests, we will now continue with slot 2, Team and Tripods, which is the Sulam activity, an activity specially designed to provide participants with exposure, understanding, and an interactive learning experience. Our activity begins with the Kahoot activity that encourages interactive participants, idea sharing, and practical application of key concepts.
Can you hear me? Hello, Lufia, can you hear me? Hello? Hello, Lufia. Lain je nama. Lain je nama.
Okay, for tools and the tools needed in the CPU or monument model structure, it needs a driver and also thermal space, which is it improves heat transfer by filling tiny air between the processor and the heatsink, helping to prevent overheat.
It has four main jobs, just print and speak, connection. Print and speed has three main components. We have for CPU do the job, which is CPU scan. It is a throne where the processor sits. VRM ensure the electricity goes to the brain is stable. And chipset. Chipset is a traffic cop that directs the flow between components. Next, there are three components which support power and startup, which is power connector. Power connector is where the motherboard gets in, and biochip and CMOS battery, tiny chip battery that tell the computer how to wake up and remember the data date and time. Next is memory and storage. There have memory slots and storage connector. Storage connector is where you plug in hard drive or SSD. They have four components: hard, expansion, and connection to logistics. They have expansions for extra power like graphics, Wi-Fi, and etc. And rare input output. It connect mouse, keyboard, screen, and etc.
For the second step in PC installation is to install the RAM. So for the first one, you need to open the RAM clips at the side line to the pinning. So you open the RAM clips and then second step, align the notch, which is you can see the circle there. There is like a hole or something. Yeah. So you need to align it with each other. And then the third step, push until it clicks. So press slot until you hear the click slap. For the third step in PC installation, for the first one is to apply thermal paste on the CPU. And then for the second step, you need to mount the cooler. Install the CPU cooler onto the CPU. Then, for the third step, press down all the four black caps. Yang ada bulat-bulat tu, yang orange color. So you need to press down all the four caps lah. And then last step for the RAM installation is connect CPU fan table. The wire you need to connect it to the fan table. Next slide. For the fourth step, which is install motherboard and power supply in the case. So first one, place the motherboard into the case, and then second step, secure the screw. It won't be fall off or loose lah. Okay, next.
Lastly, tertiary storage is archival. It detachable mass which like robotic tape and libraries, and this storage device is rarely found because one usually find this computer. It mostly for the big service. It's slow.
Thank you, Dr. Now. B. So next I pass it to Coach Anu.
Okay. data is very good. What is primary memory? Primary memory is the function. Primary memory is store data and instruction currently being used. That is primary memory is made of semiconductor, which is chip. The example of primary memory is RAM, which is random access memory. And the second memory is storage. What is secondary memory? Secondary memory is the memory TC, which is the and the function of the memory is collection of data from memory. And the internet about secondary memory is that even when the example of secondary memory is SSD. The name. What is it? This is the tiny and super fast video. The function of memory is all the data the CPU will currently store in avoid damage and ensure good performance
for the CPU or the PC lah. Okay. Next slide. That's all from us. Any question from you guys?
Okay, right now we will look at the briefly of them the memory. It is memory run as more data and production your CPU is given right now.
Can you hear my voice?
Okay,
It's significantly most of system over.
What question?
The next function of the page acting as a temporary storage for operating system running application. This reducing the need CPU to get data from global like Android. Basically, RAM consists the DRAM chip mount on a printed circuit board, which is PCB, which connects to the motherboard via this completed RAM pins located at the bottom of the module. The next one, now we will look at the ROM. ROM is read only memory, commonly known as ROM, while RAM is short-term and temporary. ROM is non-volatile, which is for long-term and temporary storage. It retains its data even when the computer is completely powered. The primary job of ROM is to store the BIOS, the basic input-output system. These are essential for memory instruction the computer needs to make up and start the booting process. Without ROM, the hardware wouldn't know how to talk to the software. The main component of include specialized memory chip with types like EEPROM, and EEPROM, which can be electrically erased and programmed. In short, a RAM is the workspace where your computer to commit the instruction and tell the computer how to exist. Next slide. Now we will look at SDD and SSD. SDD is hard disk and HDD. How it works? The list names letters and neither which is more slow and more
nak sama
SDD is very cheap.
So okay, my friend told me that Ryzen can
how it works. It's all data
more durable to those single tasking too. Yeah. But both of the brand is good. You can choose on your own. Apa kita panggil ni, Mac? Depending from your budget, about your budget. Okay, Ferus, is it good? Question? Hello? Terus kamu ambil course apa kat sana? Degree?
We could develop that we proceed this slide to Anis. Anis, to explain what.
Okay, for the power supply unit, it converts electricity from the wall socket into the correct power for the component. There are three main types. Linear power supply, it is capable but heavy. Switch mode power supply, SMPS, is efficient, lightweight, and commonly used in modern computer. Unregulated power supplies is cheap but has unstable voltage. In conclusion, SMPS is the best choice for computer. Next. Next is graphic card. The graphic card processes image, video, and 3D graphics, reducing the workload of the CPU. Its main part include the GPU, VRM, and the cooling system. There are two types. Integrates graphics for basic tasks and dedicates graphics card for gaming, video editing, and 3D design. Next is network card. The network card allows a computer to connect to a network using internet or Wi-Fi. It handles data transmissions and network traffic. Modern network cards support high speed and new wireless standards like Wi-Fi. It is essential for internet access and communication. This is the example of the network card.
Okay, this slide I shall be explaining to you. Anta go for it.
Sorry. Can we restart again?
Yes, please proceed.
Peripheral component interface, also known as PCI, uses standardized slots on the board for adding expansion cards like graphics or network cards. What PCI does? PCI does standardized connection. It provides a uniform way for different hardware to connect and communicate with the computer main system. Next, PCI does data transfer. and as a data pathway for peripherals, allow them direct access to system memory for better performance. Next is evolution. PCI does placeholder global process like ISA and was itself evolved to PCI, which offers significantly higher speed. Next is smaller feature and speed. We have PCI original, PCI X, and PCI Express, which is PCI. This is the example of component map. Next. So next is time cooler. What is time cooler? Time cooler is essential hardware that moves on airway. Component like the CPU and inside the case to prevent overheating. It usually connects with the CPU and the GPU. So types of cooling fan is case fan, CPU cooler. Sorry, Rebecca, can you? No, move to the. Yes, thank you. Types of cooling fan is case fan, CPU cooler, GP card, graphic card, GPU fans. Next is each feature and terms. It has the RGB or RGB. It also has PWM, pulse rate modulation. It has silent or quiet hands. It pipes connect software control. Why is it important? Because it helps prevent overheating, improves aesthetics. Next. This is the example of case fan, GPU fans, and CPU cooler. Thermal paste. What is thermal paste? Paste is a heat conductive compound found microscopic and reacts between a heat source like a GPU or CPU and a heat sink to maximum heat transfer. How it works? It eliminates and contents. It uses CPU and GPUs and other components. Application and replacement. It's application, reapplication, and training. Types of thermal paste: silicon based, metal based, and liquid metal. So it's backup battery. Backup battery provides temporary power during an outage, protecting data loss and system shut down. How it works? It works within normal operation, power loss, shut down. So the key function is power outages protection, surge protection, voltage regulation. Which has the most feeder while I battery capacity, runtime, battery type, voltage features. Front-end users for mini or desktop UPS, battery backup, and portable power station.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. So this is the example image of battery backup. Okay, so we continue to copy a better assembly guide. So we want to learn how to assembly our computer by ourselves. Okay. So step one, we set up the CPU first. So we need to place the central processing unit, CPU, into the motherboard socket carefully. So for the first step, we need to be careful because we don't want to break the CPU pin. Okay, after that, after we align the CPU into the motherboard socket, we need to add the turbo paste so that the turbo paste ensure the heat is transfer efficient to the cooling fan. After that, we put CPU cooler on top of the CPU. So why we before we put the CPU cooler, we need to add thermal first because the thermal phase may transfer the heat equally. So after that, we screw it into the bracket around the CPU. So that's okay. Step 4. We want to apply our RAM to the RAM slot in motherboard. So that the RAM can store data storage. Okay, step 5. Motherboard. So after we complete fulfill the slot at the motherboard. So we want to put the motherboard to the CPU case using screw. Okay, step 6, the storage. We need to install the hard disk or SD into the drive tray for permanent data storage. Step 7, the GPU. First, we remove the metal cover on the back of the case, push the GPU into the top HDI slot until it's clean. Screw it into the case frame to prevent thread and plug in the power cable. Okay, step 8. Connecting the main power cable to the motherboard and storage device. Okay, the last step is we connect the CPU to the peripheral device. So we can connect the CPU to hardware like keyboard, mouse, monitor, and external port. Okay, next we can see. Let's see the video of assembly computer.
Now, we will start the assembly process. This step is important to understand each internal component and how they are installed inside the system unit. First, we open the PCB and remove the side panel to access the internal components.
So, and now, before we end our discussion, how about you guys create poster for this location?
Honored guests, we have now come to the end of our program. The organizer would like to express our deepest appreciation and heartfelt thanks to everyone who has contributed directly or indirectly to success of Sunamgo Global Palembang Edition Comasco 26. Let's go great. As we come to the final part of our program, we are truly grateful for everything we have shared today. To officially close this event, may I now invite the Honorable Dr. Mat Helmi bin Abdul Majid to deliver closing speech.
Okay, thank you, Iman. Alright, Alhamdulillah. So basically, we have done complete the program, so covering several sections or several segments. So hopefully, this program, even though it's a short program, a very short program, and just through online platform. But I really hope this program initiate give an initial signal so that we can collaborate more in the future, so that it will be benefited for both students from Uigm and also Upsi. So even though the program is performed or done through online, but through sharing knowledge from the lecturer, Uigm lecturer, and also students, I think it gives some inspiration for us to collaborate in physical world, in actual sustainability later. Okay, so hopefully we are going to have a physical program and also sharing in the future. Hopefully by this year. Okay, so we are reorganizing the event, including the mobility program. So we will going to visit Uigm soon. Okay, so I think let's initiate my closing speech. I really appreciate the effort given by both UPSI team and also Uigm team, and also I really appreciate of the effort given by the Uigm management to support this program. Okay, so we can enhance our collaboration in the future, and we can organize more program together. So that's all from me. So with that words, I conclude my speech. Yes, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Let us all give Dr. Mat Helmi bin Abdul Majid a warm virtual round of applause. Next, I would like to invite anyone volunteer from Uigm to give the final closing speech of our program. Any lecturer or any students to give the final closing speech of the program.
Okay, alright. First of all, thank you very much for everyone from Upsi and everyone from the lecturer, the professor, the student, especially Yazid. Thank you very much explaining many things to me, because I'm not quite understanding the Sulam itself at first. So he gave so much information about the event thanks to the effort. I think that's all for me. Yeah, I don't really
know how to say it because I'm quite nervous. But I hope there's more collaboration between us in the future. Thank you very much again.
Thank you so much from Redor Satria.